Hi, everybody. It's Kelly and Heather, and we are here with Real Conversations with Kelly. And wow,
Been a
let's,
week.
woo-hoo, sister friend.
Just disclaimer, I'm probably not going to be speaking a whole heck of a lot tonight because Kelly, you have had one heck of a week, one heck of an eye-opening experiences, and a lot of thought-provoking changes.
Yes, yes.
So I'm going to let you have the floor mainly so that you can just go and I'll pop in here and there and
Okay,
it's been a really cool thing.
okay. And it's interesting for those of you that are watching me on YouTube, it would be interesting to know if you can tell just by
Hmm,
my presence, have I changed?
that's great. Come on over to YouTube. We are here.
That's it. We're on YouTube. And if you're listening to us, I bet you're going to tell the shift in me as far as just the way I'm speaking, the way what we're talking about. And what we're talking about today is shifting to lifting. And it's shifting our vibration from ground to the heavens. And that is what it's about. And for those of you that really don't know what I'm talking about with vibration, vibration can be anything from the way you walk in a room. Do you walk in confidently or do you walk in looking for the nearest corner? Or are you going to walk in with your shoulders back,
Mhm.
your head held high, and you are going in confident that you are going in as you. You are being you. You're not becoming, you are being you. Big difference. So today we really are, I'm going to go through my last week and a half and it's going to be eye-opening because I am getting very real and it is it's a growth that I have been waiting on, and it's been waiting on me. And I guess I need to be excited to share it.
Yeah, be excited. Go back. Start where, like the last episode we had done with you, really finding out about your limiting beliefs about money and where that was coming from, because that really sets up the tone and kind of sets up where you're headed with this.
It does. Um, Last Thursday, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, I did something called Family Constellation, and I did it on money and my relationship with money. Wow. Talk about hit me between the eyes. It literally took me back. It made me fall over with disbelief and it woke me up at the same time. And literally, I say, when we fall down, we just get right back up and we just go and we do it. Well, I was like this.
She's slapping her hand against her
Could
head.
you say, oh, yeah, I just slapped my palm to my forehead and fell back in my chair. That that is how I felt. And the more I went through the process of really knowing where my belief system had come from, it was an aha, that aha moment. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to be real transparent here. I was comfortable deceiving myself with money.
Wow.
Okay. My eyes just went really wide, people that don't see me. And I was in disbelief. I literally looked at it and it was next to me and I was comfortable and I just couldn't believe it. And it was just wonderful. But it was deception. And then there was another piece that I almost got sick. I literally physically sick to my stomach. And it was unconditional love.
Mm.
I was sick to my stomach over unconditional love. How? How? And I had been brought up to believe there is always a condition with money. There's always a condition with helping somebody out. There's always a condition for this, for that. And all my life, I have been saying, I unconditionally love myself. I unconditionally love my family. I don't have any conditions. But yet, this underlying belief that was at the core of my being, and let me tell you, talk about an aha. This was a capital AHA exclamation point, exclamation point. And having a condition on money, on relationships, on family, on friends. And I'm sorry, everybody out there that's listening, that are my friends and are my family and people that I have met. And if I haven't met you, then guess what? You get the best of me now. I've been there, done that, and I'm ready to move forward. And I apologize for the conditions that I may have put on you because this is not who I am. I never want to deceive myself or anyone else. And I never want to put a condition on anyone. That is where I want to be now. So I am unconditionally loving everyone,
Completely open. I think that's the biggest
but
thing. It's open.
open.
Hmm.
Yes. I had to have a little help there because man, I was there. And I told you I was going to get vulnerable today. So with that said, I never realized I had like the whole jungle on my back. I had monkeys and elephants, and I think the alligators were biting at my feet, and never realized that was really what has been holding me back from really being Kelly, who I know is a loving, giving, confident, amazing person vibrating at a high level. And I don't care how high I was vibrating, I still had this low vibration that was pulling me down because it was at the source. And the way I found that was just incredible. So I feel very grateful for having my constellation is what it was. It was a family constellation. If you want to know about it, you're more than welcome to ask in the chat.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt in just for just a second. I know I was going to keep my mouth
Okay.
shut, but y'all know me that I can't.
Okay.
I think the greatest thing about what you did is you were open to coaching. Coaches need coaches, people need coaches
Yes.
because we can't always see what's smack dab in front of us. does take other people in an unbiased situation to give us a little bit more about ourselves, that can see things that we just don't see. And that is what you were open for, because I happen
Right.
to know that coach that was leading you through that kept telling you, just be open. Remember, be open.
Ooh.
I think I would have sat there and went, oh, about what? What do you need me to be open about? Here it comes. And it definitely didn't disappoint. I love that you sought out coaching to be able to start making these changes, because you didn't even know why there wasn't, or you don't know why the barriers are still there when you're speaking all the right things.
Right. Really it. And I have been saying to you, I have got to have a coach because a
Mm-hmm.
coach needs a coach. And I have worked for coaches that have coaches, and they could have never done what they did without a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, yes, you are right. I was completely open to that. And I feel like that anybody that is listening to this podcast, watching this podcast, you're open. You are open to be coached and to shift from your position and to allow it to happen,
Yeah.
to just unfold. So now we will go to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what fun it is to ride.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because you're in a vulnerable state. You've been in an open
Yes.
state. So sometimes when the greatest good is happening, the other shoe sometimes drops, or the universe calls a shot or two to go, let's see if you're really serious.
Mm-hmm. And off we went.
And off we went. Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me an email and said, I'm doing this drum circle tonight and cacao ceremony, and I'd love for you to come. And I was like, wow, okay. I have not been to a drum circle in, oh, many moons. It's been probably since the early 90s. And it was for the full moon that was coming up on Sunday. And I thought, okay, this is going to be great. So I called my friend that I used to go and do sweat lodges with and drum circles and everything. And she said, oh, yeah, I'll come with you. That'd be great. So I went by, picked her up. We had a very long drive. It was over an hour. And we get there and think, okay, we're going to be outside around the fire. Well, no, the weather had a whole nother thing planned. We had to move everything inside, and then the sky opened. And we were drumming, and we were inside this building that they had added on to the original structure. And the storms came, and they came with a vengeance. 80-mile-an-hour winds, trees, branches knocking into the building that we were in, so loud that we couldn't even hear anybody speak. It was just very, very interesting. And I could feel that I was in I was in a very vulnerable space. I was in my low energy. I was not in a high energy. I don't even think no, I'm not going to say that. My vibe was low.
Why? Because you just said that you're like, okay, you had just come off this great family constellation. You're like, this will be amazing. Why do you think that you felt so low?
I was ready to be outside. I was
Oh,
ready to
because it
be
was moved
outside
inside.
within
Okay.
nature, around the fire, just couldn't wait.
Mhm.
Because when you're outside in nature and you have your feet on the ground, you are grounded,
Yeah.
you're connected. It's a whole different feeling. Then when we shifted inside to the building, it's like it went "Phew,"
Gotcha. You're
and I
enclosed.
closed. Like
Mm. Yeah.
like I felt this.
Yeah.
And then I felt this. I felt it just
Mm.
like almost the walls closing in. And and it had nothing to do with the people there. The people were amazing. It had nothing to do with the drumming. It was just me. And so I didn't know what to do with it. And I knew I was going to experience it. We stayed for 2.5 hours. Did 2.5 hours. We drummed. We did the cacao ceremony. It was good. We left and we couldn't get out of the neighborhood because trees had toppled over across the road. That's how bad the winds were.
Wow.
So finally we got out and then we got home and I just was beside myself by the time I got home. Beside myself. I was like, where is this coming from? What is this energy? I and then I thought, well, maybe I need to just think about, what happened the night before. No, that was not it. And I had not been able to sleep. I didn't sleep on Wednesday night, didn't sleep on Thursday night, didn't sleep on Friday night. I just feel like I feel not in my body. Let's put it that way, not in my body. Okay, welcome to the full moon. My vibration is going up a little bit, and then my vibration is coming down. My vibration is going up and it's coming down. And it's literally doing this throughout the day.
What are you feeling? Can you share exactly? Because it's that vibration thing again. What exactly are you feeling? Is it a feeling? Is it an action? Is it something that you're
It
doing or not doing? Like what exactly is happening when you're saying that you're going up, you're going down? Is it my mood? Is it like what is it?
I feel like it is, well, it's an energy shift. It is the shift in my energy so I can feel confident and everything is in sync and everything is happening and then all of a sudden it's not. And I'm not sure where I'm going with
So
all of
not
this.
so not necessarily like depression per
No,
se.
absolutely
Just, I
not.
mean, I think we all can relate to days where we feel so happy. There's just a happiness about us. We feel
Mhm,
light, we feel playful. And then there's
mhm.
other days that we just don't. And sometimes it's hard to understand, well, I don't know what it is. I don't really have anything wrong. I'm just not that playful place at this moment. So is that what you're talking about? You're kind of going in and out of that type of state, which could equate to energy, vibration,
Yes.
confidence, lack of confidence, or maybe not even lack of confidence, just not feeling.
Not feeling that I'm not in the right space.
Got it.
I'm
Okay.
not I'm not where I need to be.
Got it.
Okay?
Or want to be.
Or want to be. Yeah, want to be or where I need to be.
Yeah.
And then all the dominoes. One goes here, one goes backwards, one goes here, one goes sideways. One decides to turn upside down.
So they all fall, just not in a pretty
So
way.
they all fall and they are not in sync.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, and I'm just sitting, just going, what is going on? And I went into a paralysis.
Mm.
I truly did. I went into, what am I doing? I got to take a deep breath. What's happening? Why is this happening to me? Um, I'm doing a podcast. I'm coaching people. What and I'm talking to myself. And I'm like, who can I call? Who can tell me what's going on with me? I've got to do something. And I started thinking, and I'm going, oh my gosh, okay. Who will understand what I'm going through? And I thought, okay, Heather will understand what I'm going through, but she's at work and she probably has a client. So I'm like, okay, I got to take 15, 20 minutes. I got to get some lunch and I have to sit outside.
Mm,
So
good
that's what I
choice.
did.
Great
I went
choice.
and got some lunch, went outside, sat, just kind of looked around, just kind of just really calmed myself down because I was in a flight mode. I was in a complete fear of I have just entered some place that I feel like I cannot get out of. And like everything was closing in on me. The walls had closed in and I was done. And I know good and well that everybody out there listening has been through this.
Absolutely.
I know it, whether you want to admit it or not. And I told you I was going to get real,
Mm-hmm.
and I am. As I'm getting ready to come inside, I think, okay, I have got to sit down and I have got to take myself through a meditation just for 5, 10 minutes and get a direction on where I need to be. So I sat down, I started meditating, and I literally said, God, give me an answer. I cannot do this alone. And you know that you are the guide for my life. And help me understand why I am here and what I need to do. And then I described what I had had some challenges with work and with something that I was putting together, and I couldn't figure out what had happened. And I think I was all encompassing freaking out for no reason, but just freaking out. I was freaking out because I was in the state to where I was going to allow myself to freak out.
Yeah, allowance. There's that
Yes.
word again that we love to talk about. Yeah.
Mm,
You were
yes,
allowing yourself to stay in the freak out.
I was. I was allowing myself to go,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Why
Mm-hmm.
did this happen? So then, and when I'm meditating, I get this, oh, that's all I have to do. Like it literally came to me within 2 minutes of me being in a meditation.
Calm.
Calm, cool, collected, and focused.
Mm.
Focused on the end result. I knew what I needed to do. I just wasn't allowing myself to do it. So I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I've got to do. So I go in, I fix everything. It's still not perfect. And who is perfect? We all make mistakes. So I just came to the conclusion that there's a mistake. I did the best I can, and that's the way I'll explain it. So I'm okay with it. It is what it is, and I am where I am. Wow. I
That
just
was
shared a
great.
lot. I
Yeah, that
just
was a
shared a
great
lot.
deep breath you just took.
I just shared a lot because that, I mean, I believe that I have been a perfectionist all my life.
Yeah.
And for me to admit that, you know what, everybody makes mistakes. I'm going to make a mistake and it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
Nobody is going to die over it. Nobody is going to freak out. And, you know, and if they do, then that's them. Everybody makes mistakes. So I just kind of got to a calm space. I finished what I was doing. And then I had a project that was assigned to me that I needed to handle ASAP. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh,
Here we go.
how in the world am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And then I thought, okay, this is a great distraction. Great distraction. I am going to get this done and I'm going to put in the hours that I need to do and just get it done. And I knew that I was going to be by myself all night. So it was very easy for me to just shift because I thought, oh, I'll be able to hang out and I'll be able to do whatever I want to do. And well,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, but that's okay. That's all right because me finishing that project put me in alignment with the other projects that I need to do. And so I just wrote them down. I got them out of my head and I felt great. And I thought, wow, huh. So then turned off my computer about 8:30, somewhere around in there, and ate a little bit of dinner, and then I went to bed. I didn't even turn the TV on, which I'm very good at turning the TV on. And I thought, you know what? I need to listen to a webinar that is going to motivate me into manifesting everything that I want and that I need and to put me in the mindset of where I see myself going.
So let's do a little
And
recap. Let's do a little
okay.
recap as we go on. So you found this situation with work and you were in the depths of who knows what, and your biggest thing was is you put one foot in front of the other
Uh-huh.
and you just did what you needed to do. You began it. And it is always interesting how once you begin something, it changes and it becomes doable. And we sit there and we go, what the heck was I even having an issue for? It really wasn't that bad. So you put one foot in front of the other and you just went on it. And then your shift happened.
Yes.
Your energy lifted. Your meditation was better. You got the answer you were seeking. That's a huge lesson.
It's an amazing lesson. However, I didn't realize that I had shifted so much until yesterday.
Okay. All right. Let's go there now. Introspection.
Yes. So sometimes we miss it when it's actually happening, and then we sleep on it and we wake up the next day and we go, wow, I feel so much lighter.
Hmm.
I feel like I have lifted, and this is what I've always said, lifted the veil or opened the curtains to the window that's been open all along to allow me to move forward, step into what I want to manifest, step into Kelly,
Ooh, I
step
love
into
that.
me.
Step into my Kelly.
So everybody wants to step into themselves. And that's one thing that I have found out, that stepping into Kelly is huge. It it made me refocus to right here, to my heart space, and really, really just feel it. Yesterday, I felt incredible. My vibration was, I was confident. I knew what I was doing. I knew that what I needed to do and how I needed to get there. And I
That's
just
great.
started writing. I started journaling and just really just I couldn't even stop. Couldn't even stop. And it gave me a joy that I haven't had in a very, very, very long time. So this past week and a half has taken me from zero to hero. And that brings up, I love this. This is my favorite part. I had as a ringtone when it first came out, and gosh, Heather, can't even remember how long that ago that was, like 10 years,
Or longer. Well,
12 years,
yeah,
13.
probably. Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
I am a champion, and you're going to hear me roar.
Yes, there you go. That's Katy Perry.
It says, I went from zero to my own hero. Yes, that is where I went. So what is it that's going to take you from zero to be your own hero? If I can do it, you can do it for sure. Thanks for joining us, and have a great week. And I will talk to you soon.